is a sedimentary barrier island, and it rests on an old coral reef which was alive approximately 100,000 years ago. There's an elevation of 3 to 4 feet from shore to the beach dune, and then 6 to 7 feet at the coastal hammock.
The island of Virginia Key is approximately 1,000 acres. We are especially working here in 32 acres of native vegetation in the east coast of Virginia Key. We have another part in Virginia Key. We are creating and we are removing exotic, and we are preparing all the conditions in the north point of Virginia Key, approximately 80 acres, where we have the bike trail. We have also the Trust of Virginia Key, historical portion of Virginia Key. We have a lot of important areas in the area of the island. But basically, I am speaking today about the 32 acres that we have been working since 1996, where we have a lot of endangered and highly threatened plant species, and we need to keep the conservation of this area. We have here a special area with 3 different kinds of ecosystems. We have dune areas, we have mangrove vegetation, and we have coastal hammock. And the other special thing that we have here is that we have many endangered and highly threatened plant species. We have, for example, prickly ash. Biscayne prickly ash is one of the most important endangered species that we have here in the area. The most important population in all United States are located here in Virginia Key. I remember when we began the work in 1996 in Virginia Key, we found only 2 specimens of prickly ash, Biscayne prickly ash. And now we are working in the conservation, we are working in the protection of the 52 specimens of this endangered species in South Florida. We have many sea grape, we have many black beet, we have pigeon plume, we have strangled fig, we have indigo berry, and all of them that I told you before are native of South Florida. We think that this is one of the most important ecosystems in Florida because we have only 128 acres of this kind of ecosystem in all United States. And here we are working in 32 acres in the east coast of Virginia Key.
The dune and beach community has several endangered and threatened plant species and is an essential sea turtle nesting area. In the coastal hammock, there are native upland species that have been reintroduced to the 37 acres of nature areas.
Basically, the first time that we began the work, we received a lot of volunteers, and then they help us to build this excellent ecosystem in the east coast of Virginia Key, in the city of Miami. When people come to visit Virginia Key, they will know everything about the native plant species in South Florida. That's one of the most important things. They know how many of these trees they can use in the landscape at home. And they will understand why it's important to preserve the native plant species in South Florida, because they don't need a lot of fertilizer, they don't need water, they don't need a lot of cares. And one of the most important work that we are doing is to promote the environmental education. A lot of students are coming to learn about the native plant species. A lot of students are coming to help us with the volunteer work Saturday and Sunday. And we are developing an excellent area with a natural value, high value of vegetation. In 1997, when we began the work here, we decided to create a nursery, a native plant nursery. It was excellent idea because in 17 years we have been doing the reforestation in the hammock areas, in dune areas, in mangrove vegetation, with the result of with the plants that we reproduce in the nursery. Every month we are receiving approximately 200 volunteers in Virginia Key. There are a lot of volunteers from Citizens for a Better South Florida, a lot of volunteers from Hands on Miami, from City Year are coming to Virginia Key to help us in the nurseries area and in the hammock area. Basically, they are removing exotic, they are replanting all the seedling and sapling in the nursery. They are working the clean up of the area. They are working in the transplanting all the seedling and sapling in the nursery of Virginia Key, and also they are doing the reforestation.
The plants that we're seeing have been propagated from on-site sources and now contain a well-established population of native plants, including endangered and threatened species. As a result of the ecological restoration, the area provides vital resources for wildlife, including migrating songbirds that stop here on their Atlantic trek. The City of Miami Parks and Recreation has brought back a site that is a rare ecological and educational resource. It is available to the community and has a nature trail, great parking, and provides many volunteer opportunities for service clubs, schools, and businesses.